Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 16th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. A bit of housekeeping again. Still trying to shake this non-COVID funk that I picked up. Not quite sure what it is. But last week we did buy a new server. We migrated all the data over and have been testing it this past week, and I've identified a few little glitches. We are working on them, but as we do, you might see eyeonannapolis.net slow down or possibly even go offline for just a few moments. If that happens, we would expect it to be no more than 10 minutes. If you do encounter that, just give us a check back in a few minutes. All right, let's get into today's news, shall we? You'd think the restaurants in town would learn. The Annapolis Police Department has been conducting weekly alcohol enforcement stings for the past few months, and on June 7th, they caught 3 local restaurants that served an underage police cadet. Acme Bar and Grill, Hilton Garden Inn, and Level all received citations, and they will all appear before the liquor board. 12 others, you were on the ball and didn't serve them. The Anne Arundel County Police are looking for a gold 4-door Acura TL with a temporary tag. Yesterday morning, that car with 3 people approached a woman in the 300 block of Milton Avenue in Glen Burnie as she was returning home. 2 suspects got out, brandished guns, demanded money and the keys to her car. She complied, of course, and the 2 vehicles left the scene. Police did locate the victim's car in Baltimore a little while later in the day, but the suspects are still at large. Down in Edgewater on Pike Ridge Road near Route 2, a Pasadena woman pointed a handgun and fired 1 shot in the direction of 2 victims. Neither victim was injured, and the suspect was quickly located, arrested, and charged with attempted first-degree murder, among others. She's been identified as a 51-year-old woman from Pasadena. Apparently, the Board of Education and the Teachers Union are at odds over their new contract again. Yesterday, the Public School Labor Relations Board declared an impasse in the negotiations, and what this means is that both sides will now have to work with a third-party mediator to help them work through it. If that fails, then it goes to an arbitration where a third party makes the final decision, which is binding. Some Army-Navy football news, and this is actually a little bit surprising. I knew that they were considering possibly moving the game to the West Coast for a time or two, but yesterday they announced that in 2022 it will be in Philadelphia. 2023 it'll be up in Boston at Gillette Stadium. 2024 will be back here at FedEx Field in Washington. It'll be in Baltimore in 2025 at M&T Bank Stadium. 2026 brings it back up to New York at MetLife Stadium, and in 2027 it's back in Philly again at the Link. That will be a lot of fun to see a lot of those different stadiums. And, of course, go Navy. Here is a fun night for you at a bargain price. Up in Brooklyn Park on the 25th, the fabulous Chesapeake Arts Center will be celebrating their 20th year with a concert featuring the always fun Here's to the Night. If you love that 90s music, this is the night for you. It is an all-ages show, and tickets are only $15, but if you're a member, they're only $10. The Pretty Music Academy is going to open up the evening as well. You can get tickets at ChesapeakeArts.org, or you can head over to eyeonannapolis.net, and we do have a big old button in that article where you can buy the tickets right there. And this weekend we'll be busy with the Front Stairs series at Maryland Hall and the Juneteenth celebrations, but if you can work it out, do this one as well. The Eastport Democratic Club is hosting a benefit for Ukraine. Ukrainian dancers, Ukrainian drink, and Ukrainian food will abound. They will also have some local bands as well, and they do suggest a donation of $10 to get in. This runs from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., so there's plenty of time on Saturday the 18th. It's at the EDC, which is at State and Chester Avenues in Eastport. And that's all I got news-wise. Podcast stuff up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight. We've got Rehab to Perform. And if you can, roll on up to their grand opening / open house this afternoon. It gets underway at 4 p.m. It's in Crofton Gambrels, and they're located right behind Dick's Sporting Goods. If I'm feeling a little bit better this afternoon, I'm definitely going to be there. Next weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, muralize it. And that's a wrap. As always, thank you to the sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and Alpha Engineering. It is Thursday, so we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Maker Minutes, and George from DCMDVA Weather is always here with your locally forecast weather. All that gets underway in just a bit, so hang tight.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, June 16th. Yesterday brought plenty of sun and some warmer temps to the Annapolis region, and while it will still be warm today, it probably won't be as sunny, and we might see some showers and a few storms too, some possibly strong to severe in the PM hours. Look for highs today in the mid to upper 80s with mixed skies and potential PM storms ahead of an outright hot day Friday with widespread 90s across all of Anne Arundel County and the Maryland Eastern Shore with another small but valid chance for some additional rain ahead of what should be an awesome weather weekend with sunshine and highs near 80 both days with some breezy winds likely on Saturday. But it should be a great weekend on the whole, with a Juneteenth gala Friday night in Annapolis, followed by a parade and festival on Saturday. And of course, there's Father's Day on Sunday, so definitely make plans to get out and about Friday through the weekend, as we're now only 5 days away from the start of astronomical summer on June 21st. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMD VA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info, and definitely be sure to download our DCMD VA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google app stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today at 410-599-1370 so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Wolf at the Wharf in Edgewater, on Monday, their Wolf Kids Camp Week 1 starts for kids ages 8 through 14, with a combination of activities from kayaking, arts and crafts, basic dog obedience, and learning about the local environment. And Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road. Tuesday, their Advanced Learn to Knit Socks continues, and they have a bunch of classes coming up in June, July, and August, including more Learn to Knit socks, as well as 2 at a time socks. Their series of hats techniques class continues. Learn to knit a weekender sweater, basic brioche technique, beginner crochet, general Learn to Knit classes, and they just added a Learn to Knit a Salty Air summer top, and more Unraveling Ravelry. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing sun butter and jelly on a stick, and Tuesday their Half Pint Kids Club is doing silly pizza faces. At Art Farm in Annapolis, Saturday, there's another Mystery Make It for ages 9 through 12. creating things with mystery art supplies. Sunday, their adult experimental painting and drawing class continues, as well as more vibe, flow, and chill yoga. Monday, there's a teen and adult trompe l'oeil 6-week workshop that starts, exploring techniques used in French fold-the-eye painting. Then on Wednesday, their virtual botanical drawing for beginners with Anita Hagen continues, with the second of 4 sessions. Their spring semester is finally coming to a close. Today, there's another experimental painting and drawing for ages 10 through 15. And Monday, there's a kids process paint class for ages 6 through 8. And registration is open for their summer camps coming up in early July. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library system this week, today through Saturday, Edgewater is doing a Make a Father's Day craft and card. Today, in Edgewater, they're also doing a chalk art party. And Deal is doing Summer at Your Library art reception. Tomorrow, Riviera Beach is doing a crafternoon and games. Saturday, Discoveries, the library at the mall, is doing Coral Reef Curiosity. And Glen Burnie is doing a tie-dye party. On Tuesday, Discoveries is doing a teen art night. And Broadneck is hosting the Broadneck Needlecrafters again. Then on Wednesday, the Bush Annapolis Library has Makerspace open hours. At Unallocated Space in Severn, tonight they have a virtual happy hour. Tomorrow there's a virtual amateur radio night. Monday is a project night. And Wednesday is their weekly open house. At the Patuxent Lapidary Guild off of Defense Highway, Saturday, check out their Saw Pierce silversmithing. Learn how to use a jeweler's saw to follow a design to create intricate designs using silver plate. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Let's make 2022 the year that you freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.